Coming up tonight on Primetime Local News, the concerned citizens speak with a member of the Saskatchewan Health Authority, plus an update on a local curling team, and our weekly edition of Pet Project.
Primetime Local News, serving the Lakeland and Midwest regions.
Hello and welcome to Primetime Local News. I'm Lane Hoffert. The concerned citizens had a guest from the Saskatchewan Health Authority at their weekly meeting today. The subject of today's meeting was the upcoming Diabetes Night. The event will be hosted by the Lions Club of Lloydminster as well as the Saskatchewan Health Authority.
We've invited local resources in Lloydminster to represent the city and educate the members of Lloydminster about all the resources that are available. We've also invited the continuous glucose monitoring system companies, so Abbott and Dexcom, and there will be the insulin pump companies, Tandem, Medtronic, and Omnipod will be present as well.
The night will also feature guest speakers discussing advancements in research for diabetes as well as diabetic weight loss medication. With diabetes on the rise throughout the country, it is important to know what resources people can use.
So just letting the members of Lloydminster know what is available to them on the Saskatchewan and Alberta side and how they can access that information.
Diabetes Night will take place on April 10th at the Legacy Centre and will run from 5:30 to 8 p.m. Mayor Albers is looking to do more for the City of Lloydminster, requesting to be on the Board of Directors for the Federation of Canadian Municipalities. Better known as the FCM, the Board of Directors brings together more than 2,000 municipalities across the country as they advocate with federal government on their needs at the city level. Mayor Albers has put his name forward as 3 spots are available for the term of 2025 to 2028.
One of the personal reasons I feel it's important is we are on the edge of a federal election, and all polls showing there could be a possible change in the government. And it would be incredible to have that opportunity to share the voice of our region and our province at the federal level with the new federal government to help them understand the challenges that we as municipalities have.
The FCM conducts 3 in-person meetings throughout the year where municipalities get a chance to bring to light issues in their communities.
This is the first step. Now I have to complete an application form that I'll get on, but I wasn't going to take that step until I knew I had council support. Then I will stand for an election at a provincial level. Members of SUMA will have that ability to elect three delegates. So certainly I hope that's the case. I'm successful. If I'm not, it's been a great process and a great opportunity.
The May 6th Theatre had a good 2024 and are excited for a new batch of movies in 2025. Our Jackson Fontaine talked to the Vice President of the theatre to get some more information on what movies are coming out this year.
I'm joined here today with Sydney May, who is the Vice President of the May 6th Theatre. So Sydney, thank you for joining me.
Hi, thanks, Jack.
So before we start getting into 2025, why don't you just talk to me about 2024 and how it went for you guys?
So it started off a little rough because we didn't have as many releases due to the Actor and Writer Guild strike, but it really picked up. We saw a lot of really great support from our city, which we absolutely love being a small family business. We saw some great highlights in the year like Deadpool and Wolverine. Inside Out 2 was just a smash hit everywhere. It was really great. I loved it. And then our winter season was great with movies like Sonic 3, Mufasa, Wicked, Gladiator 2. So overall, it started a little slow, but we're releasing some really great movies and we're really proud of what we've done with the theaters. We introduced some new things in 2024. We've got some laser. Obviously, we have the recliners that we put in 2019. So we feel like we've been slowly upgrading the theater and creating the best experience we can.
And what would you say were your most popular movies in 2024?
Kind of like I mentioned, Deadpool and Wolverine, Inside Out 2, Wicked was a really big movie for us, which was a little surprising for us because usually musicals don't do as great, but it was a great film, so Despicable Me 4, a lot of family movies do really well. That's mainly because we also really support families coming and visiting with us.
And now moving forward to 2025 here, what are some bigger movies that are going to be coming out this year?
So it's kind of hard to list all the really big releases. Like I mentioned, last year we were a little slower with the strike that went on, but I guess I'll mention some release dates with a few of them. We've got Wicked for Good, which is the second one coming out, November 21st. Superman comes out July 11th. Minecraft movie with with the old Aquaman, which is great. April 4th, Avatar, the third installment, Fire and Ash, December 19th. And then we've got some live action movies coming back. One that is an absolute favorite of mine, Lilo and Stitch, live action. I saw the teaser trailers, it just looks so good. And then How to Train Your Dragon, June 13th. And then for people who like more action, we've got F1 coming out, Fantastic Four, The First Steps. We've got the second Five Nights at Freddy's coming out. That was a really good movie and really popular movie at our theater. So my suggestion is to just look at the release schedule and any of the big movies we should have. And if there's anything that you don't see that we have, you can always reach out to us. We highly encourage people reaching out saying, hey, I'm not sure if you're getting this movie, but we'd like it. We've done that recently with And the Breadwinner Is. We had a lot of people reach out for us to play that movie, and we did, and it was really successful. And we really love just entertaining people and allowing people to see what they want on the big screen.
Well, I'm sure those are going to be all big hits in 2025. But do you guys have any big events or anything planned for 2025?
So I can't release everything that we have planned for 2025, but what I can say is to look at our Facebook and our Instagram tomorrow for some big announcements to do with Valentine's Day. We are going to be giving away something fantastic, and we've partnered with a lot of really, really great local businesses. So keep your eyes peeled for that contest. Then, of course, we'll have our summer matinees where we're open during the day while kids are out of school. And other than that, that's all I can kind of say for now. Other than we have ice cream at the theater now, which is something very exciting. We're partnered with Chapman's, which is a Canadian business. Again, promoting local, promoting Canadian-made goods as much as we can. And we're so excited to have that. Ice cream's my favorite dessert, and I think there's nothing better than a caramel drumstick with some popcorn.
Yeah, I have to agree with you there. Ice cream and popcorn are probably two of my favorite sweets, and being able to watch a movie while eating an ice cream on a hot summer day, I'm sure there's nothing better than that. So that's a great ad there. But is there anything else you'd like to add about the theater or movies coming out in 2025?
Something I want to say isn't necessarily about the theater or 2025, but my family's been in this business for a really long time. I grew up in Lloydminster, same with my brother, and we just want to say a huge thank you to the community and to everyone who comes and supports us and everyone who reaches out for a private showing or for advertising. It's something we really hold near and dear to our hearts, and thank everyone for coming and supporting us, especially through the tough times that everyone has been through recently. And we're just going to keep trying to make it the best experience we can for you possible.
Perfect. Well, that's a good way to go off. So, Sydney, thank you for all the information today, and thank you for taking the time to do this today.
Thank you.
We'll have more primetime local news after the break. The Lloydminster Museum is hosting a Valentine's Date Night event. Our Astarte Lazo has more.
Today I'm joined by Amber Fast, the organizer of the Valentine's Date Night event. How are you today, Amber?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Wonderful. So can you tell me more about the Valentine's Date Night event and what's it about and what are people going to be doing at the event?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's at the Lloydminster Museum and Archives. We are, I think, Friday night for Valentine's this year, which is awesome. So it'll be a paint night, paired with wine and cheese and some chocolate truffles. So a really fun night for couples. And this is actually the painting that we are going to recreate. And tickets are $70 per person.
Wonderful. And is this something that the museum does every year? Like, is there a Valentine's event every year, or is this something that the museum is just doing for this year, or looking forward to doing maybe starting off for every year?
I do try to do one every year, something different for Valentine's Day. Usually includes something artsy and some wine. We also do crafted wine nights quite often, at least twice a season here just in the studio. We have lots of fun. The other night we did resin posters with a big group. That was great.
Wonderful. And what are you looking forward most about the Valentine's Date Night event?
I just enjoy seeing different people, like different programs bring out different people, and you get couples that come in, and some are really quiet, some are really boisterous and fun. And I just love to see people create things. They all are painting the same thing, but they all look different. I love to see that.
Absolutely. And you're a painter yourself. Like, did you paint this?
Yes.
Yeah, that's wonderful. Awesome. And like, is there anything else that the museum is doing for this year that you want people to maybe look out for?
Oh, geez, we do a lot. So I head up the public programming. So we do preschool programs, youth programs, and adult programs. Usually fall, winter, spring, and then we have our summer fun camps. So we just do so much around here. And then we have our vets program, we have an education program, so schools come in. So if you just look at lloydminster.ca/register, you can see what's happening in the future for our events and programs.
Yeah, wonderful. And with the painting, was like, as a painter yourself, like, is there anything else that you were looking forward to like doing and like pasting at like arts with the museum?
Oh, geez. The sky's the limit as far as that goes. Right now, I'm in the middle of our Acrylic 101 class, so I have some students that are teaching color theory and composition and different landscape and still life. But as far as art projects on the go right now, nothing.
For sure, yeah. And I mean, is there anything else you wanted to also just share for the people to know about the Valentine's event or something about the museum?
Oh. Sorry.
No, you're okay. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Amber.
Thank you so much.
Abby St. John is back at Border Paws Animal Shelter for our weekly edition of Pet Project.
I'm back at Border Paws Animal Shelter for a weekly edition of Pet Project, and today we have the gorgeous Hazel. She is super energetic. Oh, she's acting a little shy right now, but she's super energetic and just exudes star energy. So tell me a bit about her story and what her best fit would be.
So Hazel came to us back in September as a stray from the county of Vermilion. She's a very, very sweet girl. We approximate her age to be about 11 months, so not quite a year yet. She's, we think, a terrier American bully mix. She's a very high energy. She's great with older kids, but with that energy, of course, she does have the potential to kind of like mull you over if she's super excited.
She has that strength, for sure.
She does. But she is such a sweet girl, and she's just so excited to see people. She loves to play. So she'd be great to like take out for a run and just like all the outdoorsy stuff. I think.
Yeah, if you're a camping family, you definitely take her camping. I bet she'd love the water and the lake, right?
And catching squirrels.
Yes,
probably.
for sure. No, she definitely is the sweetest. Now, you mentioned older kids, which is important just because she may not know her strength. How is she with other dogs or, let's say, cats?
Other dogs, she absolutely loves all the other dogs, especially Herman. Her and Herman are pretty good friends. I wouldn't recommend putting her in a home with cats just because generally these high energy dogs, certain dogs tend to have a high prey drive. So I would recommend if you do already have a dog, we do offer a meet and greet before adoptions, which would be really beneficial. But she loves to play. She loves other dogs. Look at her. She's so sweet.
She is the sweetest.
She is a sweetie pie.
Right?
Hi.
She's acting a little camera shy now, but earlier she was.
Hi, baby.
She did love the camera.
Hi. I know, you're so excited. You're
Now,
so excited. She's looking for treats.
On Friday, you had the talent show.
Yeah.
How did that go in terms of donations and kind of the atmosphere?
It went so well, like the turnout just from spectators and from people who signed up. It was a huge success considering we'd never done it before. It was our first go around. We had some last minute submissions too. But big congratulations to our winners, Al and Nicholas. They won a cash prize and generously donated a portion of it back to the shelter. So thank you so much. It was packed in there, and it was so much fun.
Wonderful.
Absolutely loved it. We're hoping we can do it again.
Yes,
Work
I'm
out
sure.
some kinks and stuff.
Yeah, change some things up,
Yeah.
and it was the first go around, so it was almost like a little tester. You have a couple events coming up. On the 14th, Valentine's Day is an opportunity to get some baked treats with your bake sale that you're holding. If anybody's interested in donating treats or want to buy treats, hello,
Hi, baby.
hello. What do they need to know?
So if you'd like to donate anything toward our bake sale, you can either drop it off at the shelter or email events@borderpaws.ca. And if something needs to be picked up, we can make arrangements to do that. If you would like to buy treats, again, our Facebook page or call or email the shelter. We should hopefully have a lot of treats, because who doesn't want candy and baked goods on Valentine's Day? Or any day, really,
Yeah, really.
right? And it supports a great cause. It helps our babies.
Now, there's also a steak night as well later on in February. That tickets are still available. So how can people purchase tickets? And I believe it's with Cheers Lounge.
Yeah, so Cheers is hosting this event for us, a steak night. Tickets are $40, and they get you an 8-ounce steak, your choice of side, or a highball, or a beer. We're also going to be having a 50-50 and a silent auction going on at the same time. Tickets are available here at the shelter, at Cheers, and at Value Buds, $40 a piece. And it's a great date night too, and the deal is available all day, so there's no time limit to when you can come in during
Maybe
that
call it
day.
steak night, but it's an all
Steak
day.
day.
Yeah, steak day. It's an all day event, which is awesome. Now there is an event that's in the works. There's not really much to say, but it has been approved for this fall, Renaissance Fair.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Super exciting news. So tell me what there is to know and where people can go for more information when it does come.
So we do have a couple of ideas that we're throwing around, and with our proposal, we want to have maybe a little craft tent for kids who can make their own flower crowns and things, maybe something like pool noodle jousting. There'll be a costume contest. Maybe we could have a little puppy training booth, or tips and tricks of how to train your dragon.
Yes.
So stuff like that should be really, really fun. I might be looking for someone to play a bard, so if anyone has any guitar experience, maybe a little mandolin, you want to get dressed up and just walk around singing random things about animals, it would be super cute. I'm very excited about that. So keep your eye on our socials, and we should have more information in the next coming months. We're hoping to have it for later in September, just so that we're not overlapping on anybody else's events, and should be super fun. Still warm out, you can enjoy the outside.
Yes, once it comes together, I'm very excited to see it all come together. Just the same way I saw the Halloween haunted shelter come together as well. I'm very excited for this. Now, same question as always, what are the donations that you're in need of?
So some of the donations we're going to be looking for would be obviously items for our bake sale. We're looking for urgent care kitten milk replacer, kitten food. We'll also need the Canadian Naturals lamb and brown rice, and the salmon and sweet potato for our dogs. Bleach, floor cleaner. We will be needing industrial mop handle, because wear and tear, they have broken. Laundry soap, the extra strong, extra large garbage bags would be a huge help. Also, kitchen garbage bags and the durable, maybe Kong squeaky toys, because we got some chewers out of our dogs, bigger breeds. And if you're interested in helping out or volunteering, you can email info@borderpaws.ca. If you're interested in helping out with any of our events, you can email events@borderpaws.ca, and we would greatly appreciate it.
Wonderful. Well, thank you as always for joining me. And Hazel, I have no doubt that she'd make the perfect addition to any household. She's so sweet and
She's so soft.
so energetic, and yeah, she's just a good girl all around. So thank you.
Thank you so much.
That's all for news. Sports is next, but first, here's a look at your closing market.
Today's oil prices are brought to you by First General Services.
The game of curling brings people together across the country, and a young curler from here in the border city has joined up with other players from across Saskatchewan to compete on the Curl Sask Junior Tour. Our Thomas Wildman has more.
The Lloydminster Curling Club hosted a junior bonspiel for curlers in the Lakeland area, and it allowed young Jax Robson to curl in his home rink with the rest of his team.
Well, this is a great event. It's a great local event. It's lots of teams, good organization. There's supper, there's lunch. It's a lot of great things here happening. I think we hope to place top 3 in this event. That would be nice.
The other 3 members of the team, third Cade Comfort, second Carter Grinham, and first Nolan Steckler, were paired up before from the triples part of the Curl Sask Junior Tour and met Jax at an event in Yorkton. They became fast friends and decided to form a team and compete in under-18 spiels, and the whole team loves playing curling together.
So we've went to 4 or 5 spiels, 3 with the juniors and then provincials.
Well, they're really funny. They're a good group, and we've been doing pretty good this year, and all the spiels have been really fun. I like draws and hits, and sweeping's really good.
The parents of all the players are really proud of their kids and hope they stick together and continue to play curling together.
It's all development. So the good part about curling is it's a professional, it's a gentleman's sport. So it's good they get to meet people from all across Saskatchewan, which is good. And whether they decide to take that, past their school years and continue on, whether they do it competitive or recreationally, all of these years are great. It's an asset for them no matter which way they head with it.
Thomas Wildman, Primetime, local news.
Now let's take a look at your pets of the day.
Send photos of your pet and their name to have them featured on Pet of the Day.
Taking a look at your weekend weather here, you can see tomorrow very cold with some snow, 1 to 3 centimeters, a 90% chance, -20 will be the high and -22 will be the low. Thursday, it won't be as cold with that high being -12 and that low being -20, and doesn't look like it's going to snow at all. Friday is going to be a colder day with those low clouds, the high at -15 and the low at -21. And then we got 4 sunny days in a row after that from Saturday to Tuesday, but those days all will be pretty cool, varying from about -13 on Saturday to -20 on Monday. So quite a sunny, cool week up ahead here in Lloydminster. And that's all the time we have today for Primetime Local News. I'm Lane Hoffert, and thanks for joining me.